I guess we can just get started. I think we will just like briefly introduce who we are and what we are going to do with this workshop. So let's go back to. So actually, I assume everybody. I cannot assume, but I think many of the participants, just looking at the name, maybe many of you speak Chinese. So that's why we have a little bit Chinese in the title. And so later on, when we are in the workshop, we get to know each other more. And then we'll see what is the most convenient. So this workshop is going to offer in English. And this is section 0. And it's a required section, so kind of let you know what we gonna offer in the next 6 weeks, what are the topics, and what will we cover. So myself, Kate Lu, it's one of the facilitators, and Xiaoying, it's my partner. Okay, we are both actually community social workers, so a lot of the area that we kind of working with patients with the condition. So the workshop is called Building Better Caregivers, BBC, and it's a workshop designed for actually the caregiver themselves, not for the if someone is experiencing dementia or early stage of dementia, Alzheimer's, then they are also appropriate participant for this program. But if someone's kind of lose the cognitive skill to comprehend most of the information in daily living, maybe they're not an appropriate participant in this program. And this program will last for 6 weeks, from June 16 to July 21st, every Thursday afternoon from 2:30 to 5 o'clock. So I would say the first section maybe will last a little longer because we need some time to kind of situate everybody. But from the second section, we can start at 3 o'clock, and no, we still would need to start at 2:30 and end at 5, because it's pretty packed. It's a packed program, and so it's a standard program developed by. It's actually supported by Living Well Center of Excellency. So so they get some grant support from the county. And that's why it's a very structured program, and they want to collect information to know whether this program is helpful or not helpful. So anyone who register for this class, we would have some requests from you. The request would be you will need to go to all the sessions if possible, and life happens. I mean, things happen in life, and if you miss one or at most 2, it's still okay. But we expect everybody to come in every section during this time. And the other requirement is that we have the pre-questionnaires and the same set of questionnaire for post. So we have some set of questions. Maybe Xiaoying can share the questionnaire if it's convenient for you to put it up, so people kind of know what are the questionnaire. And
yeah. Oh, okay, yeah, so I can explain more when finish it.
Okay, so we'll show you the questionnaire after I go over the kind of the material that we have. But again, it's important that you complete the questionnaire. It's not a lot of paperwork burden. It's 4 pages. And how many questions do you remember? 20 some?
Kind of, yes.
Yeah, so that's all we ask. So today in this section 0, we'll tell you who we are and what is BBC workshops and some of the local resource for dementias, like taking care of dementia patient. And also we would, if we have time, we will go over a short slides to kind of the basic dementia 101. But we are not going to provide an academic or medical or very detailed into the condition itself. This is not meant to be an educational session. Okay, so who we are CCACC Health Center, and we are a community health clinic. We provide primary cares, and along with that, we have other programs. We have rehab program, which include occupational therapy and physical therapy. And we have mental health service, and we have a chronic pain, chronic disease management program. And we do a lot of community outreach and also health program that is addressed to the health disparity facing Asian American population. So we are a one-stop comprehensive community health service center. Okay, so that's pretty much repeat what I said. Okay, BBC workshops. So this workshop is supposed to be a caregiver's guide to reduce stress and staying healthy for community member who is a caregiver, taking care of a demented loved one, or taking care of someone who is difficult to care for. So it's not just dementia itself. And so this section, I mean, this course, again, it includes 7 sessions. And we will discuss about the challenges of caregiving, the principles of caregiver, self-care, and the responsibilities. And we will talk about identifying signs and source of stress, using positive self-talk, being assertive, not aggressive, dealing with anger and guilt, and listening to our emotions, finding community resource, and using action plan as a tool for self-care. And the workshop is an evidence-based self-management program. And the program is developed by Stanford University. It's originated from the chronic disease self-management workshop. And that's the base. And with that, it develops some workshop on diabetes self-management, chronic pain self-management, and a lot of like cancer survivor self-management workshops like that. So BBC Building Better Care is another product out of that model. So this program is aims at helping caregivers understand the stress cycle and practice the tools and learn from the workshop to build a healthy lifestyle for the caregivers. So I want to also mention that caregiver is basically the one who is taking care of the patient, the loved ones who is having the condition, and it does not. It's the best for the one. It also can be the one who is in charging of the care, in charging of the plan. So this would be the family, actually, the family members, although they are not someone who are delivering the daily care, right? Like feeding and helping out the household, that kind of caregiving. But someone is knowing the cost of like the resource and putting the resource in and taking care of the senior. So that would be the caregiver that we refer to. So I hope this makes sense because it's a lot of burden. It's a little different if you do it as a job, right? You have the professional training, you have the support system, and you have a structure in place to help you through the work, the job itself. But if you're a family member who are taking care of a loved one and you are by yourself, so oftentimes you will feel that the burden or the it's a lot of stress and burden in this. Okay, Xiaoying, anything you want to add?
No, I think it's a very interesting topic, and I just want to mention again, as people, I believe everybody here is either you are interested in this topic, like how to taking care of a dementia patient or your loved one or your families, or you want to learn some knowledge or information maybe for the future use. But we all remember, sometimes the caregiver is not an easy job, and also is very difficult and tiring. And sometimes most of the caregivers, they don't choose to become a caregiver. Sometimes because of family, because of the, your loved one, you just don't want to leave your loved one behind. So that's why you choose to be a caregiver. So I don't know any of you, the background right here, right now, but I just want to, hope this workshop can give all the participants very emotional support and also the knowledge support. And through this workshop, you will learn like how to take care of your loved ones and also how to take care of yourself. Because we all need to know when you're taking care of others, you need to take care of yourself first. Yeah, it's a very important part, and I want to mention again.
Yes. So I want to stress that this workshop is focused on giving support to the caregivers. It's not a workshop teaching you how to, like, in the last workshop, someone just like mentioned, oh, I thought I signed up for this class and I learned how to, for example, transfer my father who is demented, who does not, was bound, bedbound and cannot move himself, and I just want to learn some skill how to do that. So this workshop is not designed like tackling details like that, right? We can discuss, and after the class, we can go together and brainstorm what are the resources out there to help with that particular area. But if you're looking for like some skill to like techniques and skills to provide the care, this is not the one. Okay, so hopefully this is clear, but if you have any question, feel free to put it in the chat box. And in the second part, the later part of this section, we would like to knowing you, and you can just open your camera and we can have a discussion. We get to know each other more. Okay. Okay, next. Why do I need to participate in this BBC? We all know that I can share here. My mother is actually have dementias. We've been through a long process, and now she's kind of moderate and severe. We know it's towards the end. So I know it's very draining. It takes a lot of time, a lot of your energy, right? Every day it's so busy and crazy and hectic. Why do I need to take the time? It's precious. We really, everybody do not have the 2.5 hours every week. Why do we need to make this commitment? So here is why. Caregivers have many similar concerns and problems. When you get together, you can share something you may never think about. Someone else may share that experience with you. So this is a powerful dynamic. Someone or the workshop itself would provide you with some resource and support. And caregiver must deal not only with the caregiver's responsibility, but also with how caregiving impact their own life, caregiver's own life, the stress and the emotion that is actually play a role into the caregiver's life, and that would also, as in turn, have impact on the caregiving, like the quality of caregiving itself. So that's, in this workshop, we will talk about that, and then you kind of know emotion, stress, and how does that interact. The BBC workshop was evaluated in the research project So the study found that people who took the program demonstrate improvement in caregiver burden, depression, pain, and stress, as well as increasing self-efficacy. Care partners' overall health also can be improved. Okay, so this is a workshop overview. Each week we talk about different projects, different points, right? You see the point here. So week 1, for example, we'll talk about the overview of caregiving and the workshop. And we learn thoughtful breathing, and we learn how to improve fatigue, and we learn challenge care partner behavior. And an important part you see that with the most dot here is action planning, right? And also, so we have different topics each week, and you can see some topic we cover almost every week is the action plans and the feedback sharing, right? So we will also talk about problem solving, staying healthy, and difficult thoughts and emotions, getting a good night's sleep, making decisions, and physical activity and exercise for the caregivers. Okay. And then Xiaoying, anything to add here?
Yeah, this form is not completed. We have the health part, but the picture is too big. So I just cut a little bit. So through these 6 weeks, so definitely we will go through a lot of topics, and we will cover a lot of topics. So the skills you learn is not only about what you expect of, okay, I want to learn how to, transport, how to deal with a dementia patient. This workshop is structured and designed to let you develop your personal skills. And then once you learn these skills, you will know how to deal with so many different incidents, so many different situations happens in your daily caregiving life. Once you know the skill, then you will know when things happen, how can I deal with this emergency? How can I deal with, the happen situation? So it's not we are giving you fish, we are teaching you how to fishing. Yeah, so this workshop is designed by this way. Once you develop your skill, and as a caregiver, you get more powerful. So it's a very powerful tool. Yes.
Okay. So how can we join? So I mentioned earlier, we need to see a pre-questionnaire completed before we can send you the Zoom link, right? And you need to get a book, Building Better Caregivers. So we'll use this book along the way, and it's a very structured, it's a comprehensive book, like have topics on different topics. And it's important that you get this book, go along the class. So Xiaoying, do we have the book? Do we still have some books?
I think I need to check. So if we have some books left over, I think, yeah, it's okay to let participants, if you are interested, you can borrow from our clinic. Mm-hmm. And if you want to purchase your own book, it's also very easy to get. You can purchase it from Amazon. I believe it's like less than $20. So it's like 10 something, around 15 to $18. And so this book is very helpful and very useful. It covers all the topics we mentioned. And also we are not going to go through every single word through this book. So once you get this book, you can read by yourself. And also about the main topics we will all mention and practice through this workshop. So we will practice some strategies together through the workshop and use the peer support. So you will practice the skills, and then you can carry over through these 6 weeks. You will become your habits and become your way how you manage, and also how to solve the problem. So it becomes one of your skills, and when you're dealing with your daily life. So it's a very helpful books. I really highly recommend it.
So Xiaoying, you want to talk about the Zoom link, Lucky Draw?
Yeah, so I let me put the, yes, okay. So let me put the sign up. I got some people sign up and complete the survey already. So if people here, you haven't complete the sign up for the workshop next week, so just use this link and then finish the questionnaires, and then I will get your information. So I can send the next week, the first class, the first class workshop, the Zoom link to everyone who complete the form. Yes.
Okay, so if you just go to the chat box, you will see this. Am I showing the Google document?
Anna.
No? Okay. So this is the link will lead you to the pre-survey, and we just ask some basic information. And this is required by Living Well Center. So the whole questionnaire, they want to know all this background information so that they can run the research. So obviously I need to fill out this before I can go on. But basically I would think it's asking you is, do you know how much do you know about dementia and the caregiver burden you're experiencing, or the emotional stress that you're experiencing. Okay.
Does anyone have any questions so far?
Okay. It's been quiet, but maybe that's the way we organize. But later on, we will, at the end, I won't record this session, and then we can all turn on camera and just as if we have the meeting in person, right? When we have the meeting in person, you will not like cover your face. We all just like talk freely. Okay, so after you finish the questionnaire that we just showed, we will send you the Zoom link and bring you in the workshop officially. Okay, and then at the next 6 Thursday afternoon, we will together go through the course. And if you complete the class, complete meaning complete 4 out of 6 classes, right? That's the requirement. Living Well Center of Excellency, or actually the Stanford model required. That's considered a complete. Then out of the 6, we have some funding. We have a little bit funding to have a lucky draw, and 4, right? 4
Yes.
out of 4 out of all the participants. Sharon,
Yes.
go ahead.
Okay, so let me explain this, the lucky draw, how we're gonna process it. So once people who can finish at least 4 classes out of 6 class, so you will be eligible to join the lucky draw. So we will select a lucky draw for people who complete at least 4 classes, and then they will get a small like gift card, Amazon gift card, a small amount of $25 Amazon gift card from that. So it's about like encouragement, and also hope people can complete the class, because we all know it's hard to build up a good habit. So if you want to build up good habits, it takes time. So that's why this workshop designed for 6 weeks. Because once you practice the right skill, you learn a new skill and you want to practice, and you will bring into your daily life, it takes time. Through these 6 weeks, you will learn how to use your new skills and think positively. And then after the 6 weeks, this one will become your personal skills and become your new strategy. So that's why it takes time. And also the lucky draw is just like a small reward for people who complete a class. Yes, and luckily we got funding.
Yeah, so this again, Living Well Center of Excellency, they set aside some funding to to encourage us to complete the process. But I'll say our experience in our past workshop in February, it's whoever signed up in, they stay the whole time. And we actually even have someone who joining from Canada, and during the course of the class, she went back to China, and she managed to continue the class from China. And if you know about the time difference in China and in America, you know that she's joining the class 4 a.m. in the morning, or 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. in the morning. And that's how motivated she is joining this class. So so to give you some confidence, it's it's worth it, the time and the commitment. And I know many of you would really don't know. I mean, it's a lot of burden. It's a lot of it's very draining, and you want to know the resource available to help you out a little bit. So here are some organizations that would give you more support, more information. Alzheimer's Association is a very famous national-wide organization, nonprofit organization, focused on research and local resource. You can just go to their website. Do we have a list of the websites that we can share maybe later on?
I can put in the chat box.
Yes, that would be great. So check on the website, and they also develop a lot of the talks on Alzheimer's, different topics. So I would say nobody do a better job than they are in terms of education. And then also research. They also are accredited research organization in Alzheimer's disease. And Maryland Access Point. Xiaoying, can you explain a little bit about this one?
So Maryland Access Point is from state of Maryland. They have Department of Health. They focus on the long-term care and aging field for elders. So the access point, they provide some information about the resource for elders, and also some long-term care support or some long-term care programs information in the community. So like people, if you want to join the community option waiver, it's a waiver program for elders who wants to stay in the community and get care. So if people want to sign up for some community care program, so they need to contact access point. The access point is they will separate in different city or counties. They have local office or local spot. So like in Montgomery County, if people you want to get if you want to enroll to that program, and you just contact your local 311 or agent department of Montgomery County office, and then they will review and your status and put your name on the waiting list. So the Maryland Access Point is a very good resource for some government resources. And if you are looking for some support like home care resources or assisted living resources or even nursing home resources, and that's the website you can search for.
Great. Okay. So the powerful tool for caregivers, it's another workshop similar to this one, BBC, but it's another, I think it's a shorter version of the BBC. And it's also provided by Living Well Center of Excellency in Maryland. And also you see the other logo for Mental Health Association of Maryland. And they also have resource on caregiver support and dementia. And of course, you see CCACC here. So I can talk a little bit about what CCACC can provide in-house. So CCACC Health Center, again, it's a community health clinic, and we provide comprehensive service. So for patients who demanded for cognitive despair, we can provide cognitive assessment to see where they are, where the patient are. So the mental health and behavioral health professional and occupational therapists, we can combine and do an assessment and look at the demented patient's cognitive functioning. And of course, if a patient's behavior or show some symptom that it requires psychotropic medication, we have psychiatric service in-house, can work from that way. And I mentioned the occupational therapist. And so that's the kind of the health and behavioral health part of service. And CCACC also provide adult day health program and home care program, if that's the area you want to consider. So the adult daycare program is like we provide transportation to take the senior from home. So we serve Montgomery counties. So within 10 miles radius, right around us in Gettysburg, we can take the senior from home, and then they will come to the center and spend 4 hours with us. And we have a nurse team that can provide health monitoring. And in-house, we have this rehab program that we can provide support in terms of cognitive support. And the home care program is the other side. The day program, it's the service happening here on site, and the home care program is happening at the patient's home in the community. And this BPC workshop, we have 2 for this year, and we are planning maybe more in 2023.
Yeah, I think daycare is a good resources for people if they haven't tried it, because sometimes as a caregiver we just need a break. So even one day a week or 1 to 2 days a week is also a good break time for caregivers if they caring the dementia patients. So it's just let our community knows this program is in the community once they need, and they can consider about it. And the home care is also resources like if you need someone to visit your home, do some house chore and do some help assistance. So the home care providers, they will usually their job including like preparing the meal and also cleaning the house, and also do a laundry. Like for some patient elders, they cannot do by themselves, or it's not safe for them to do by themselves. And also some people will help to take a shower, because taking shower sometimes dangerous for them to do them by itself. So this kind of work is also home care service can provide. And also this also can consider like you don't need to hire someone come to your house every day or 8 hours a day. No, you just see how many hours is good for you as a caregiver or for your loved ones as a patient. So you can manage the time. Then as a caregiver, you may have like a 2 to 3 hours a day. You need to do something like leave the house, and then someone can stay with your loved ones. So this also are flexible and just want to be a support to the caregivers. And these resources are in the community. And yeah, and Kate, do you want to address more? Okay.
Okay, so this is the workshops that we planned so far for this year. So if you're interested, you can, go to our website and learn more.